Hey guys, so what I want to do really quick is go through a few details about advertising with our in-house list. Now, what the in-house list is, when I say that term, what it literally means is that's my own list. The list of subscribers and customers that I've been building for the past 8 years, you getting the opportunity to advertise in front of my customers and my subscribers, which lends you a tremendous amount of credibility, along with a lot of other details and a lot of other benefits. So let me just go through a few things. What sparked the creation of this explanation video for you is I was checking my email earlier today, and the Elite Marketing Pro promotion just ended, and Tim, the CEO of Magnetic Sponsoring, sent out an email to his partners in that promotion, just saying, how everyone did. And now I knew I did pretty good, but I didn't know this. And so this is advertising that I just did, literally just did, with my own in-house list. So in terms of who won the contest, Daegan Smith first place. I thought I was going to win, but what I didn't know is here. Let me read this to you. Daegan absolutely rocked it, bringing in more sales than the top 10 affiliates combined. The interesting thing is he didn't have the most traffic or leads, but his conversions were crazy high. So the in-house list, in other words, click value, it will be insane compared to any other advertising you could potentially do. It's the ultimate advantage. That's really the best way to say it, because you're in front of my customers, and we have some pretty good customers. So in a moment, I'm going to go through details on our own in-house list customers, and you're going to see what I mean by this. But for this particular promotion, which was a 7-day promotion, where I feel pretty proud of this, where we did, for maximum leverage, our business more than the top 10 other partners combined, is freaking, it's huge. So the list has a little bit of life in it, right? And I'm proud of it. Now, here's exactly the numbers for that. So that 7-day promotion, I think it was about 7 emails or so that we sent out, maybe a couple of more in there on deadlines and things like that. But in that 7 days, we did $57,000, $455.01. So not bad for 7 days. And let me stress this. This is from the affiliate commission standpoint. This isn't taking into account the gross revenue that was generated. If that was taken into account, then we could add another 30% to that, which would take that week to, let's say, $85,000 or so. And many of the people that purchased during that promotion did multiple payment options. So there'll be additional revenue, gross and commission, to me that'll come in from this. So I'm sharing this with you so you can get a feel for the responsiveness of the in-house ad opportunity that stands right now in front of you. Now, here's why we were able to achieve these results. Let's demystify that real quick. So as we look here, what you're able to see is this is basically a look inside, behind the curtains of my business. So what I asked Jason to do was pull up a list of all of our customers that had spent over $1,000 with us. And this isn't totally accurate because there's affiliate commissions that don't show up in our shopping cart like I just showed you, right? So that adds to this total as well. And then there's also other forms of commissions and payments that come in via check or wire. So it's not absolutely accurate, but it's a good litmus test. So if we're looking at these results back here, $57,000 or so in sales in a week from the in-house list, that was about somewhere between 70 and 80 customers, and a lot of them were, a couple $1,000 sales. Well, it's not that surprising once we take this into account, which is that we have, at least when Jason shot this, $1,186,000 plus customers. But what I want you to focus on here with our in-house list is that some of these customers have paid significantly more than $1,000, and this is just Some of them, $28,000, 21, 21, 20, 15, and down the line. And so I stress this in saying this is that any one of these customers, to get in front of them, could be worth a tremendous amount to your business. And so what happens when you take advantage of one of our in-house ads? Well, Shakir Hussein was one of the first people that we gave this opportunity to, and he paid a significant amount for this ad. It was thousands of dollars. But let's look at what happened. I asked him to share, what his results were like, and here's what happened. He created a $5,000 to $8,000 per month residual income stream from that in-house ad that he did with our list, and he created four. So this is on top of this, four $5,000 clients and one $25,000 client from that one singular in-house list campaign. And here's the point that I want to really emphasize here for you. It's that the exposure that the in-house list advertising opportunity gets you is it puts you in a certain position and in a certain light of authority. There are people that are on my list that are marketplace experts, right? People that pay attention. I'm friends with some of the best people in the internet, in internet marketing, and so they pay attention to what I do, right? So what happens when you get in front of our audience? Well, the best in the business take notice, and right here, Anchor, who was a longtime Maximum Leverage student and also a tremendous marketer. I mean, he's built 100,000 person teams in his opportunity. Well, after Shakir did this ad, Anchor reached out to Shakir, teamed up with him, and I would guarantee at this point that that relationship that was spurred from this little in-house ad that Shakir did was worth probably quite a bit more than these initial results. So what I'm sharing here is just what happens after one of these campaigns happens. Now, we have different advertising opportunities within the in-house list. So what I want to do right here at the end is I want to show you what those look like in the real world. So I figured the best way to do that was just to go literally to Shakir's campaign that we did and show you what this actually looks like. So this is inside of my Google Gmail account. And when you do an in-house ad, you get exposure in front of my list, which is about 250,000 people or so. And we clean it so, that number goes down sometimes and it goes up sometimes. But we want to keep it clean so we get a lot of opens and a lot of clicks and we get high deliverability. So it's around 250,000 people. So inside of the in-house list advertising, what we have as opportunities for you right now is the opportunity to get what we call a top sponsor ad. And this would be a top sponsor. It comes before the content in the newsletter. So you would be getting clicks from this link right here. You would simply provide us with a little bit of copy like Shakir did right here. And we have what's called a middle sponsor ad. So this would be a middle. And same exact process. You give us some copy if you choose that option, and we put you in this place. Then we also have what are called bottom sponsor ads, right? And this is a bottom sponsor ad. You come at the end of most of the content in the newsletter. Now, pricing, as you'll see, is priced appropriately. The top sponsor, since it's seen first, you're going to get more clicks, so it's more expensive. Middle sponsor, a little bit less than the top sponsor, and then the bottom sponsor is the most economic or the cheapest, I guess, and I don't like to say cheap because it's the wrong context, opportunity to advertise in our in-house list. Now, that's one type of ad, or three types of ads, but there's a couple of more. The campaign that Shakir did was a full in-house ad interview campaign. And this is the most expensive option, but essentially what that got him was a interview with me where I interviewed him on his area of expertise in marketing, which was for him traffic in this interview. And we broke that interview into three parts, 1, 2, 3, had it transcribed. And so you'll see in here, this is the second part of that interview, 2 of 3. And up here is the third part of that interview, 3 of 3, right? And then finally on the fourth day, what happened is Shakir also got a solo sent out to the list. And here's Shakir's solo. Now, this is a longer solo, so I wouldn't say that you'd end up sending out an email like this, but you would have the entire attention of the database for this entire mailing. So we have opportunities for you to purchase solos individually. Those sell out really quickly. So when you see this video, we might not have that available, but typically we have a few available per month individually. We have the top, middle, and bottom sponsor opportunity that go out within the context of one of our newsletter editions. And then we have the full campaign version, which is the format that Shakir got right here. Now, there's one other thing that happens when you do the full campaign version of this, is what we then do after the 4 days are up is we post the entire interview to our blog. As you can see right here, this is my DaeganSmith.com blog. And then we get you a lot of viral traffic by running a Amazon gift card contest. So people come here, they read through, or they listen to, or they download the full transcript of the interview. Again, you can see all the links to this particular advertiser's thing, whatever they wanted to get in front of the market. And the viral sharing aspect of it gets you additional traffic, but very long-term traffic, because once this is put up on the blog, it stays on the blog. So even today, Shakir is still reaping the rewards of this campaign, and especially the interview, And that's really the benefit, is to be highlighted and given that exposure, to be interviewed by me, in other words, which is, it opens doors, is the best way to say it. Is something you'll be able to use for the rest of your life. And so these are the advertising opportunities that you have available to you with the in-house ad opportunity within the home business agency. The ad's going out to my list. It's not our publishers. It's literally my list of customers. And I shared with you, what those customers look like. Some of them spend tens of thousands of dollars with us, and these are good people to be in front of, especially if you're in the home business niche. And the different opportunities that you have there are top, middle, bottom sponsor, solo ad, or a full in-house ad campaign, which is pretty pricey, but the results, as Shaq's were, are, when you take that into account, not that pricey at all. It actually pays quite a bit. So I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to grab one of these spots before our deadline for the month is up. I hope that this video gave you a lot more context and cleared some things up for you in terms of what we're actually providing to you with the in-house ad opportunity. You give us the copy, we tell you which newsletter edition your ad is going to run in. If it's a solo, we'll tell you what day the solo is. You give us some copy. Right? If it's a full campaign, then you and I, we basically have a conversation, we record it, and then we put you out in front of the audience that way. So that's the in-house ad opportunity. Man, it's literally like the Rolls Royce of advertising opportunity within the niche. Let me say it like this, if there were other marketers making this available to me, guess who would be the first customer? You're listening to them. So look forward to doing business with you. I'm excited about this opportunity for you because it's going to get you in front of the best people. And when you get in front of the best people, you get some really tremendous customers. And so you get to leverage my last 8 years online and the sort of positioning and authority and expertise that I have in the marketplace to get some exposure for you, which is truly priceless. And that's what I'm excited to offer to you. So look forward to getting you in front of the right people, and I hope this again makes things clear, and yeah, I look forward to serving.